All right, let's get right into it. Welcome to Matt Pinto Live. This is Matt Pinto. Well, it's my podcast. I'm Matt. My name is Matt Pinto, and this is my podcast. And we discuss here passion, discernment, and perhaps music. Some of you who watch the podcast might be thinking that this might be, because of the relative inconsistency, really just a marketing ploy to come to my huge show at Sea Cliff Beach this Friday, August 15th from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. But it's more than that. I really enjoy doing this. I wish I could do it more often. I wish I had a little more time, but, we're making the time. And, still easing into making this a part of the routine, you feel me? And you might be wondering whether or not I sliced my finger on some Greek yogurt, and the answer is yeah. Which is kind of weird. There's a performance in my college days where I sliced my finger on some tuna fish. So this is an eerily. So you remember that, Gabe? You remember the tuna fish? All right. Well, we're gonna keep this. We're gonna try to keep this to 20 minutes because, frankly, I'm pretty busy. I have a show coming up this Friday, August 15th, Sea Cliff Beach, Matt Pinto Family Band, 7 p.m. Julian Lee, Joe Pess, Deco Mills, Eddie Matthews, Natalie Barbieri, Sky, and it's gonna be sick. It's gonna be pretty sick. Why don't we just read? It's play. We might do a couple of my tunes, but whoops. All right, hold on. Wait a second. Hold on. I definitely want to keep the crazy. You know what? Whatever. I don't even care. I don't even care about the crazy cool light show going on behind me. Maybe we'll fix it in a second. So come to the show. I'm just gonna tell you right now. We're playing "Had to Cry" today. Scarlet Begonia's "Fire on the Mountain." Isn't she lovely? What's going on? Donny Hathaway's version, really. And we're gonna shred over all of this too. Oil Comova, Jessica, Ohio. I shot the sheriff. Use me, friend of the devil. The weight whipping posts. Take a little pee break. Little Wing Peaches and Regalia. Valerie, Man in the Mirror. Change is gonna come. Wagon Wheel, Tennessee Whiskey, Brown Sugar. Let's Get It On. Make You Feel My Love. Santeria. Jules gonna sing that. Stairway to Heaven. Black Dog, War Pigs, Paranoid, and Lowrider. It's gonna be a lot of fun. I kind of came up playing at the beach. The older cool kids would let me sit in, and so it's exciting. I'm going to try to have some guests, some students sit in and stuff like that. Let's get the cool lights happening again. Oh. Oop. There we go. Okay. Yeah. Got crazy cool lights going on. Got okay t-shirt on. And we're just having a good time out here. We did slice our finger on some Greek yogurt. Doesn't stop us from eating Greek yogurt, though. You real, man? A lot has happened since June 4th. Last time we did a podcast. But let's get into a segment that I'm very proud we established last time, I believe. I believe the name of this segment is What Pedals Are Here. So one pedal that's here right now is a DOD envelope filter. And I bought this to to see if I could emulate in a cheaper way what the Electro Harmonix Qtron was doing. Haven't like spent a lot of crazy time with it, but I don't know. No offense, DoD, but it doesn't quite do the same thing as the Qtron. I don't know. Maybe the Qtron is just more fun. I don't know. Another little fancy pedal we got here is this little thing. Yeah, just this little thing. It is a reissue. It is a Marshall Bluesbreaker. I played at the Last Word and had last night for 3 hours solo by myself, straight, no break, because I do things like that. And somebody said that they thought my overdrive tone was that of a boutique Klon copy, which is one of the most incredible compliments I've ever got in my life. And I was running just the Bluesbreaker into a... Maybe we should unbox this live on air. Through a crazy kind of set of circumstances. This is the second Marshall Bluesbreaker reissue pedal that I own right now. I was running the Bluesbreaker through into like a TS9 and then into TS808. I don't think I was ever running them at the same time. I was using my Les Paul P90s. I was going into this 2-rock amp that my friend lent me, and somebody was like, "Yeah, well, wow, your overdrives, blah blah." We're gonna flip this open. Oh, it's so beautiful. It's actually not, I mean, it's beautiful if you know what it is and what it does. It's actually pretty unflattering, I think. I feel like my friend Troy would not, be into this at all, but look at how gorgeous, if you know the sweet song. Wow. Marshall Bluesbreaker. Better put this thing away before I get carried away. It's hot. It's hot in my apartment. It's hot in here. I don't know if you can hear the air conditioning or not. It's my air conditioner takes a while to get going, but that's okay. Sat in with the Trash Boys last week at Sea Cliff Beach. It's very sick. They gave me a onesie to wear on stage with them, which was very sick, very tremendous onesie. We played Power of Love by Huey Lewis and the News. We played an extra shred all over it. We played Easy Lover by Phil Collins. Oh my God, what an amazing tune. Oh, it's so good. Especially the production on the recording. What else? We played one more song. Forgot what it was. But we're just out here grinding, you feel me? We're grinding. We're grinding hard. Playing a lot of gigs. Still going to the Bitter End Jam. You feel me? Ran into Chris Buck's band at the Bitter End this past Friday. I recognized the singer of Cardinal Black. Was talking to him. They were confused about how to get up. I was like, oh, there's a sign-up sheet. Blah, blah, blah. I ended up helping them get up. I told Tommy about them. So then it was their drummer, their bass player playing guitar. Chris Buck wasn't there. And the singer and their keyboard player. And me, we did All Right Now by Free. All right now, all right now. Hope that doesn't get me a copyright strike. It's so weird, the copyright thing. I just uploaded a video of this other gig, a la said grinding. Eddie and I did a duo set in Manor Haven. 32 minutes. I'm going to post that before I post this. On the checks, it like detected that we were as a live bass and guitar duo. The melody for Ain't No Sunshine, but they said by Matt Anderson. The melody for I Shot the Sheriff. Yo, it specifically picked up on the melody for What's Going On, but the live version by Donny Hathaway. That's actually, wow, that's kind of cool. And then A Change Is Gonna Come, but by Billy Ocean. Who the fudge is Billy Ocean? I wonder if that has anything to do with it being in G major. Us doing it in G major instead of B flat. Anyway. Okay. Check out that set. There's a big mistake that I made in What's Going On, but I think it's fine. I think, like, with this era, which is a little lowbrow, but at the same time, I think not really. Anyway. So we killed everyone in Cardinal Black except Chris Buck and me and Jake. I forgot his last name. He's such a killing bass player, though. I think his name is Jake. And then when we got off, they like got my information and they put me on the guest list for the show. Tucker and I saw them at Gramercy. It was pretty sick. You should check out Cardinal Black. I'm going to openly talk about something that I feel like most people would shy away from or pretend to like not want to talk about. It's awkward, the whole, we had this kind of interesting experience together, which was like very wholesome and whatever, but at the show, I ran into Sam, their bass player, outside, where we may or may not have been smoking something, and it's all, what I'm getting at is, it's awkward, the whole, like, wanting this phenomenon of having Instagram and stuff, and, you want to be in touch with the band, like a like-minded performer, or, you think, but you don't want to be, like, too weird, like, DMing them, like, cold calling, and it's a funny dynamic, Messaging, wondering if they saw it or not. I feel like people are afraid to talk about this. It's kind of funny. I followed the singer, Tom. Wrote him a little message, didn't hear back. Huh. I didn't want to bum rush them, so I wanted them to enjoy. It was a great show. It was a great show. I wanted them to enjoy their time playing in New York City. Also, I had to rush home because I'm using every little second to get things tidy for this show, Sea Cliff Beach, on August 15th, this upcoming Friday, 7 p.m. So, all right, I think I circled back to everything that I meandered from. It's a quick podcast today. We're just going 20 minutes. You feel me? Here's another like quasi unboxing thing. Oh, let's talk about how we dug up Dylan Tornberg. So we dug up Dylan Tornberg. Now, for those of you who don't know, Dylan is a homie from back in the day. who kind of fell off the face of the earth, even though he stayed in Long Island. And there's a gig. It was Porch Fest. It was Porch Fest. We needed another strong hand, and it was hard to think of who had the time to do it and who could do it. And I remembered about Dylan Tornberg. We had to dig him up, and it's great that he's back. Wonderful electric guitar player that Dylan Tornberg is, and his voice is good too. He's starting to sing more. Anyway, Dylan gave me this guitar, which is said is a classical guitar that doesn't have any strings on it, and I haven't opened it up. Let's check it out. Let's see what it's like. Oh, I'm doing this around a lot of equipment that could vary. Oh, this is so cool. Huh, interesting guitar spell too. Check this thing out. It's a cool case too. He gave this to me for free. It's green. Oh, there's a Bougie Daddario sticker. That's cool. This is a great case. Holy wow. Great case. Very sturdy. Before they put me on the guest list, they said, all right, what's your surname? All right. Look at this thing. This is great. Thanks, Dylan. Okay, bridge saddle is a little messed up. This is so cool though. Classical guitar with a cutaway. I gotta have Jason sort of bring this back to, oh, I think it's electric. This thing's electric. Thank you, Dylan. Great. Let's put it here. Yeah. Oh, man. Man, I sliced my finger on this Greek yogurt. All right, let's play a little guitar. Great. Might have to bring that up and post a bit. All right. Well, I have a show, a big show, this Friday, August 15th, at Sea Cliff Beach. It's going to be tremendous. It's going to be absolutely tremendous. And I'm going to read a poem to take us out. Or, well, if you give me a little time. We take pride that this is a one-shot kind of deal. And we got big plans for this podcast. We got big plans to add more camera angles. So, maybe you just give me a second to think about if there's more things we could talk about before we bring it home, even though we're closing in on the 20-minute mark. It's interesting if you tell people you have big plans for something, then all right, well, we're gonna read a poem. Wait, let me think. Anything else? I mean, there's been a lot. We did that 4th of July gig with Jules. Oh, this is important. This is important for anybody who, especially my Uncle Pete, who I know is definitely watching. We've been grinding hard. We've been doing all sorts of gigs. I did a gig in Staten Island solo for this guy Joe's wife's 30th birthday party. Went out to Staten Island, was scheduled 7 to 10. 10 o'clock rolls around. And they begged me to play until 11 for a little more money. 11 o'clock rolls around. And they begged me to play until 12 o'clock for a little bit more money. I went 5 hours, dog. 5 hours with just a little bit of break. Just a little tiny break. They had pulled pork. And I was so proud of myself. Because if I could hold an audience for 5 hours, like, so we've been grinding hard out here. A lot of gigs in July. We did a July 4th gig. The day after, did another July 4th gig. Or we did another gig the day after July 4th. And I got the worst sunburn of my life. I was out there in an undershirt. I might still have, like, lines. I don't know. I'm not just trying to show off the trap. Maybe I am. I don't know. What do you think about? No, you can still sort of make out, like, right? Yeah, I think you can see it there. It's like a month ago. Put sunscreen on, y'all. I was in show business mode. I was like, oh, we got to start it, whatever. I was out in the sun by this pool in Old Brookville. I got burned so bad. Ask Ian Natov about my sunburn. Welcome back, Ian. Welcome back from Korea. What else is going on? I'm excited. I'm feeling good. I got a CPAP machine. Yeah, I guess since I did the last podcast, I went into the studio with Kevin Burgandy, Albert Carter, Ivan Bodley, and we cut foundation tracks for At Peace, Swan Song, and It Is What It Is. John Arbuckle behind the board, and Richie Kanata floating around like Yoda, holding it down, and so I gotta finish that. I gotta go back in there. I've just had a lot of other stuff going on, and I think the plan is to go back in and by myself and cut like a four track acoustic EP with my J45 studio and my voice. Who knows? I might even sing into a Neumann. And that's a really fancy German microphone for a Neumann. For those of you, Neumann. And just like put that on the streaming services. And then while that's up there, go back in and finish the, Do you know that little kids, I teach so many little kids, I'm used to, that's a semantic that they're, did you know that, and I'll tell you something, there's like no way that you could have had any idea of knowing whatever they tell you. After the first podcast, one of the first podcasts, I got a message from someone from, I don't think it was a prank. Some younger woman messaged me and wanted me to critique her music on the podcast. Next thing you know, you're about like 2 years into the podcast. You've only done 6 podcasts. And you forgot to critique the girl's music. When was one of the first podcasts of Matt Pinto Live? Oh, well, this is just a year ago. 1 year ago. It's almost exactly 2 years ago. August 20th, 2023. I'm going to do... 10 podcasts and then do another one with Tucker. All right. Well, I have a show this Friday, August 15th at Sea Cliff Beach, Matt Pinto Family Band, 7 p.m., 10 p.m. And we're going to play all of Stairway to Heaven. I want to read this poem to take us out. It's called The Foggy Dew by Charles O'Neill. 'Twas down the glen one Easter morn, to a city fair rode I, when armed line of marching men in squadrons passed me by. No pipes did hum, no battle drum did sound its lad tattoo, but the Angelus bell over the Liffey swell rang out in the foggy dew. Right proudly high over Dublin town they hung out a flag of war. 'Twas better to die 'neath an Irish sky than at Sulver or Saddle Bar. And from the plains of royal Meath strong men came hurrying through, while Britannia's Huns with their great big guns sailed in through the foggy dew. 'Twas England bade our wild geese go that small nations might be free, but their lonely graves are by Solva's waves on the fringe of the grey North Sea. But had they died by Pierce side or fought with Cathal Sorry, if I'm messed that up. Their names we'd keep where the Fenians sleep, 'neath the shroud of the foggy dew. The bravest fell, and the solemn bell rang mournfully and clear, for those who died that water tide in the springing of the year. And the world did gaze with deep amaze at those fearless men, but few who bore the fight that freedom's light might shine through the foggy dew. And back through the glen I rode again, and my heart was with grief was sore. For I parted then with valiant men whom I never shall see more. But to and from in my dreams I go, and I kneel and pray for you. For slavery fled, O glorious dead, when you fell in the foggy dew. Now, I'm not used to that third stanza. Is that what you call it? Excuse me. And I'm used to some of the words being a little different. A little bit closer to being like, as down the glen one Easter morn, to a city far rode I. There armed lines of marching men in squadrons passed me by. No pipe did hum, no battle drum did sound its loud tattoo, but the Angelus bells o'er the Liffey swells rang out in the foggy dew. I would keep going, but I really don't want to butcher anything already than I already did. But yeah, The Foggy Dew, Charles O'Neill. Check it out. Anyway. If you got this far, thank you so much for checking this out. If you're around Long Island next Friday, or this Friday, August 15th, it's a free show. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be so much fun. Thank you, Jerry Simpson. All praise be to Jerry Simpson. And, alright, I guess that's about all I got. Please listen to each other. Peace out.